Kevin Jackson Radio Show.
This dual track, different set of rules for certain people than for others. It frankly should not matter whether you are running for president or running late to a kid's ball game. The same rules ought to apply to everyone. So let me ask you this. Why do you think it's important to use official email to conduct official business?
I believe it's important to do that. I think that certainly every department has chosen to craft the way in which they carry out their business, and it provides for a way of doing business in a secure system.
So you use official email to conduct official business?
Yes, sir, I do.
Okay.
Welcome, everybody. Kevin Jackson. It's Kevin Jackson Show. You think Loretta Lynch got herself trapped in a pickle over that? Because that's what everybody's been telling you, but she got a get out of jail free card. Because even when she did her Alias, and that's one of the stories that we'll be talking about today, when she did her Alias, she used the State Department or the DOJ computers. She used her grandmother's name, but there you go. Now, she's got other bigger issues than this. She's got issues of colluding with Clinton on the tarmac, and that's starting to leak to the surface. And as I've told you guys, the left, when they started this whole trail of, the Russian narrative and all that, they were in big trouble. It was a desperation move. Wow. It was kind of fun to watch. And it hasn't ended, by the way. The desperation is still there. So what did we learn? Lynch, no different than Hillary Clinton, no different than Eric Holder. But here's what the Daily Caller said. Several of Lynch's emails were included in 413 pages of DOJ documents. Judicial Watch asked for these. And the ACLJ. Both groups filed lawsuits. And they wanted to know about this meeting that Lynch had with Bill Clinton at the Phoenix airport on June 27th of last year. She used the pseudonym Elizabeth Carlisle. And she corresponded with DOJ press officials to hammer out talking points in response to media requests about the meeting. So she's colluding within her own DOJ, not using her own name, using Elizabeth Carlisle. And she knew that by this meeting with Bill Clinton, they didn't think this was ever going to get out. I mean, that's what you have to understand. They thought we got away with it. And then when it happened, as opposed to using her own attorney general email, she decided, okay, I'll go to the stealth email. Now, of course, Comey won't see anything wrong with that. Mr. FBI director. So, as most of us suspected, including brain-dead moronic leftist, Lynch was conspiring with the Clintons. And when it was discovered, she conspired to cover it up. She conspired to put a different face on it. Unbelievable. Overseeing a federal investigation as to whether Hillary Clinton mishandled classified information on her private email system. And then she goes dark, undercover with her email. Now, she denied wrongdoing in this meeting with Bill Clinton. It was a serendipitous meeting. It was amazing that we happened to meet at an airport in this unmarked plane. And Bill Clinton went, oh my goodness, there's the attorney general who's overseeing my wife's corruption case. Let me go say hello. Thought they were in the clear. And this meeting got revealed not by Loretta Lynch, not by the Clintons, not by the Justice Department, but by a reporter in Phoenix who was working based on a tip. And you know where the tip came from? It came from an observant guy at the Phoenix airport that said, strangely, I just saw Bill Clinton get off of an airplane and go onto the plane of Loretta Lynch. And a reporter jumped on it. In other words, folks, we may never have known anything about this had it not been for an observant grounds personnel at the airport. Now, the cover-up began once these criminal masterminds understood they'd been found out. So on June 28th, this reporter with Phoenix ABC News affiliate contacted the Justice Department and asked about the meeting. An internal DOJ email showed that the request touched off a mad dash to develop talking points. And that's when Loretta Lynch became Elizabeth Carlisle. Yep. Hosted on the Justice Department system. So she kept it on the DOJ system, but went to a different name. How many other aliases does she have? Do you think if Loretta Lynch had been asked under oath if she had any other email addresses or any other aliases, which she would have answered? I don't think she would have answered truthfully. So she gave an excuse for using that email. She said this: that address was and is known to the individuals who process Freedom of Information Act requests. The practice, similar to using initials or numbers in an email, helps guard against security risk and prevent inundation of mailboxes. That's what her attorney said. I get a lot of junk mail. So occasionally I have to go to a different system. Then why not go to Loretta Lynch 2 or L Lynch or Lynch.Loretta or, something with a number on it so that, Loretta Lynch 44, meaning she's working for the 44th president. Why'd she have to go through all these orchestrations? The aversion to an overflowing email inbox is the defense that Holder used after a pseudonym was revealed last year. Holder used Luau Sindor, which was Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's birth name. Now, if I was Kareem, I would have been mad about that. These people are crooked, folks. Criminazis. And it took social media folks to track down the fact that Loretta Lynch was using an alias. And this is, let me tell you, this should put a shock through the Democrats, given what WikiLeaks exposed prior to during the campaign. The more President Trump does to straighten out the country and expose the crooked nature of politics, the more that these brainiacs, these computer brainiacs, are going to want to help him. And I think that's what you're seeing. Anyway, Lynch lied under oath. I'm curious to see where this shakes out. Folks, we got a great hour of radio coming up. Keep it here. You're listening to The Kevin Jackson Show.
This is The Kevin Jackson Radio Show.
Do you owe back taxes to the IRS or state? The secret to avoiding the IRS nightmare is to seek professional representation. My friends at Security Tax Associates provide the most cost-effective and ethical representation in the industry while helping to avoid seizures, levies, and wage garnishments. Security Tax Associates is here to ensure that the appropriate steps are taken to permanently eliminate any possibility of future tax burdens once and for all. For a free, no-obligation consultation, contact Security Tax Associates, 844-779-4177. That's 844-779-4177. 844-779-4177. Or visit them at securitytaxassociates.com.
Beth Cook Moranville, author of Closer Than Your Breath, a book of hope.
Hope, that wonderful, wonderful four-letter word that you may feel completely out of. I wrote this book to give you great hope. It's not too late. If fetal position is an all too familiar place for you, I understand. If the next 60 seconds are too long, this book is for you. Wherever you are right now, whether you're dealing with divorce or death or sickness, take hope. You are going to make it through this pain. Don't roll your eyes. I've walked this road and I know it. The best is yet to come.
Closer Than Your Breath, a book of hope from author and speaker Beth Cook Moranville, can be found on Amazon.com or Kindle.com. For more information, visit closerthanyourBreath.com or on Facebook at Closer Than Your Breath.